My wife's laptop was unlocked. I should have never looked at her messages. I never thought I'd have to spy on my own wife. But when you both work in cybersecurity, you learn two things: how to protect secrets and how to find them. My name's Daniel, I'm 34, and I've been married to Megan for 6 years. We met at a tech conference, bonded over our love for Linux, and got married 2 years later. She's sharp, fast-thinking, and one of the best devs at the software firm where we both work. We're not just a couple, we're a tech team. Or at least, I thought we were. It started with a new icon. One Thursday night, Megan was doing something on her laptop while we were watching a show. I glanced at her screen, not snooping, just out of habit, and noticed a chat app I didn't recognize. It looked like a regular encrypted messenger, but I'd never seen her use it before. The strange part? She quickly minimized it when she noticed me looking. "New debugging tool?" I asked casually. She hesitated. "Oh yeah, just something we're testing at work. We don't usually hide things from each other." So that pause? That was the first red flag. But I didn't press it. I filed it away. Then I noticed the patterns. Every Friday night for the past 3 weeks, she'd stay late at the office to finish a deployment. That wasn't unusual. We both know how intense release cycles can be. But she stopped calling me on the drive home. She stopped texting updates. She even turned off location sharing on our devices. So I did what any tech guy with a hunch would do. I started watching. The next Friday, I pretended I had a late ticket to close. I waited until she left, then I remotely pinged her IP from our home server. But it didn't show her at the office. It showed her near the east end of town, in an area with no corporate buildings. Just coffee shops and hotels. My pulse spiked. I didn't call her. I didn't confront her. I cloned her drive the next day while she was in the shower. She never noticed the flash storage I plugged into her dock. Never noticed I captured her chat cache from that mystery app. And what I saw? It didn't just hint at cheating. It screamed it. Messages, dozens of them. Some anonymized. Some under usernames I didn't recognize. But one name kept popping up. Marcus.devops. And one message changed everything. "Last night was incredible. Same time next Friday?" My stomach dropped. Next Friday? That meant I still had time to catch her. Live. And I wasn't going to waste it. The next 6 days were torture. Megan acted completely normal. She laughed at dinner. She kissed me goodnight. She asked if I wanted to plan a weekend trip soon. I forced myself to smile back, but every time she touched me, all I could think about was Marcus.devops. I spent the week preparing. I set up a cloned phone on my old Pixel with a virtual SIM tied to her cloud backups. I wanted access to her notifications in real time. I also installed a tracker app into her car's infotainment system. Easy to do when you both know where the back doors are. By Friday, I knew her schedule better than she did. She left at 5:52 p.m. Said she had team deployment issues. Wore her black blouse, the one she never wears to work. Took her travel-sized perfume and makeup kit. Didn't take her work laptop. I waited 10 minutes before heading out. I tailed her car from a distance, switching lanes constantly, keeping 3 cars between us at all times. At 6:24 p.m., she pulled into a parking lot behind a boutique hotel in the East District. Same IP zone I'd traced before. She got out. Checked her phone. Then a man stepped out from the hotel side entrance. Marcus. I recognized him immediately. He worked in infrastructure. We'd met a couple times during company-wide meetings. Tall, smug, always trying to crack jokes during presentations. I never liked him, but I never thought he'd go this far. They didn't hug. They didn't kiss. They just walked inside, like it was a routine. Like they'd done it a dozen times before. I parked across the street, heart pounding so loud I thought it would break through my chest. I didn't follow them inside. Not yet. Instead, I pulled out my phone, connected to the camera feed I'd hidden in her car the night before. Just in case, motion activated, and within 15 minutes, I had my first recording. Megan, sitting in the car earlier that day, smiling while texting him. Can't wait to see you again, last time wasn't enough. The text bubbles still glowed on her dashboard screen. Time-stamped, dated, proof. But I wanted more. I needed confrontation. A reveal. I wasn't just going to let this end quietly. So I waited outside. 2 hours passed. At 8:41 p.m., they walked out. Laughing. He touched her lower back. She let him. She kissed him before getting in her car. I couldn't take it anymore. I followed her all the way home, headlights off, windows down, heart shaking. She got in, showered, came to bed, whispered I love you, and fell asleep next to me. I stared at the ceiling until 3 a.m. Tomorrow, I thought, would be the end of everything she thought she was hiding. The next morning, I didn't speak to her. I made coffee. She asked if I wanted eggs. I nodded. Not a word. I wanted her to feel it, the silence. I wanted the tension to build, to simmer until it boiled. At 10:14 a.m., I connected my laptop to the living room TV. Played the video from the dashboard camera, the one showing her texting Marcus. Then the footage of them walking out of the hotel. And then, the kiss. She walked into the room holding her coffee. Saw the screen. Froze. She didn't say anything. Just blinked. Twice. Then, it's not what it looks like, I laughed. Loudly. Really? Because it looks like my wife's been screwing the guy who can't even deploy a Jenkins pipeline without crashing staging. Her face twisted. Defensive. She opened her mouth. Closed it. Tried again. It was just a mistake. It's over now. You're lying, I said. I tossed a stack of printed messages onto the table. Texts, timestamps, location data, hotel bills. This wasn't a one-time mistake. This was a second life. She broke. Started crying. Said she felt neglected, that I was too absorbed in my work, too focused on logic and code, and not enough on us. That Marcus listened. I told her I listened too, just not to her lies. Then I told her what I'd done. Before she got home last night, I'd contacted our company's ethics committee. Forwarded all the texts, all the location data. Explained the breach, a long-term sexual relationship between a married employee and a manager in a lateral department. It violated both HR and security protocols. She'd be investigated. And Marcus? He'd already been placed on leave. I got the notification at 7:41 a.m. She gasped, "You ruined my career." "No," I said, "you ruined your career." I just pulled back the curtain. Then I handed her the separation papers. I'd been preparing them since Thursday. Everything was in order. She'd be moving out by the end of the weekend. I was keeping the apartment. It was mine before the marriage. And the car? Also mine. Hers was leased, under my name. She tried to argue, but I'd locked everything down. Frozen our joint accounts. Changed every password. When she left that Sunday night, she looked back one last time. She didn't cry. I think she knew it was over the moment she saw that first video. 3 months later, she's unemployed. Marcus got demoted and transferred to another office. And me? I've been promoted. Turns out cleaning out a system riddled with backdoor exploits and exposing internal ethics violations gets you noticed. But more importantly, I sleep at night. And I trust again, just not blindly. Would you have exposed her to the company or walked away quietly?